And in recent times, corporations and businesses are always looking for ways to cut healthcare costs and also improve employee productivity. And the quest has led to a trend of companies enrolling their employees on various workout programs at the gyms, for example, as well as individuals enrolling just to safeguard their health. Today on AM Business, we explore this growing trend and whether it is making the needed impact as it is designed for.
You know, health issues have become a major concern for many people, especially those in the corporate world. They work all day without giving priority to their resting time. Their respite comes only on occasion when they have to take their annual leave. So sometimes they resort to the use of these places in order to increase their work productivity. But as this place becomes just a fun place for people, there's a business twist to this also. We're here to explore the business angle to gym centers.
No matter how big your business is or how many employees you have under one roof, nothing impacts your bottom line more than falling employee productivity. Your employees can be the best and brightest in the business and can produce results that stand head and shoulders above your competitors. But if they are sitting on their desks 8 hours a day with no stimulation of any kind, the sharpest mind can become sluggish.
Normally before we go to work, we have breakfast. In our Ghanaian society, we take wache, we take banku, even fufu. So when you go to work and you sit down for quite some time, some number of hours, you become sluggish, and this can also affect your health. You start having spinal problem because there's a saying that goes, energy consumption should equate energy expenditures. So you can't eat banku wache and sit in the office and work for longer hours and don't expect to be sluggish. Also, it reduces productivity.
I love the body, the human body, how it's structured. It's like a machine, all right? So I want to be a body mechanic. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say. Being a physician for the body, you understand? Its growth and let's see the capability, the height it can get to. That's why I choose to be a personal trainer. That's the whole idea.
But what's the investment like to open a gym center?
Well, it takes a whole of you to actually invest in fitness, to actually invest in getting a gym, to actually even invest in your own self. That's the whole idea. So you need a lot from you. Talk about monetary, financially, you need to be so stable because gyms are getting expensive. Very expensive. Some gyms tend to actually pay as low as 50 Ghana cedis for registration and 100 Ghana cedis for monthly dues. Some gyms go as high as 500 Ghana cedis for monthly packages because probably they have more to offer. On a personal training level, okay, come to you at home, actually probably hit you on like $25 an hour. $25 an hour.
Although it might seem relaxing, sitting for long periods damages our body. A recent study conducted by the University of Tasmania discovered that employees who sat for more than 6 hours per day experienced increased rates of anxiety and depression compared to colleagues who did not spend as much time in their seats. To avert these dangers, companies today look to including work healthcare facilities or health and wellness programs for their workers.
In the nature of the job we do, you find a lot of people sit in the court, you sit down for a while, even the managers, etc. So it's important that we introduce some kind of activity. Before we moved in here, we were in a much smaller office, but we had smaller groups of people who met on weekends. Some played football and on and off, and then we tried to engage in sports competitions whenever they were available, and that kind of thing. But it was not consistent. And so in planning this new building, we thought about, based on the wellness that we needed to have for staff, we embodied that as part of the building and the whole constitution of it. So from the use of the gym, we actually graduated where people were using it individually to a point where we actually brought in an instructor who came at certain times of the week, and they do some aerobics also on the rooftop. And then it's evolved into groups that also do walks on specific days. That's what we do currently. And then some of them after the walk, they come back to the gym. And you would find it actually has helped new teams to also bond a bit better. I've been pulled to join another group, so whilst we walk, we also talk about, we get to know ourselves.
Ellie is a professional trainer at the Total Fitness Health Club at the ANC Shopping Mall and sheds more light on this trend of corporate workouts.
We have the yearly packages, you understand. We hold up people on their, let's say you have 12 people, you have 12 employees that you want to sign up for the gym, you understand. We get to, I think there's this deduction they make from their, what do you call it, their monthly salary, and we actually tend to give them like 20% off the normal, what do you call it, the normal rate and all that, to get them comfortable. You know, they're fighting for their life, they're actually fighting for their peace of mind, they're actually fighting for their fitness level. So we actually hold them up on 20% on any package we actually have here to just make them feel good, to actually motivate them to come. And it's actually good because sometimes it's good to actually see your colleague come with you after work and come do this thing together, you understand? That's one motivation, to have someone to work with. That's the whole idea. We tend to give as much as 20% off. 20% off of what do you call it, the corporate packages and all that.
Health supplements, protein shakes, protein pills have also taken center stage, basically playing a huge role in providing a shortcut for bulky muscles, as Ellie further explains.
You know, steroids are like an induced form of, they actually increase hit up your testosterone levels on a higher rate. But it's selling. It's selling because people tend to want to go on the easy side and then the hard side. That's the funny thing about steroids. But steroids in general is something that is trending right now.
So something like this, what's the cost for it?
What the cost for this is? This hits roughly around $25 or $23. $23. So roughly it should be around 90 Ghana cedis, almost 195 something.
And on a scale of 1 to 10, what will you rate the patronage like?
The patronage is very high now. Very high now.
So taking shakes or proteins before workout will really give you the energy for you to work out, but you intend not burning down a lot of fat. So it's really advisable that you take the proteins and the shakes after workout, because your body needs to repair the damage or the torn down muscles after workout. So yes, we do encourage people to take protein.
In a study done by Brookings Institute, not only can exercising help reduce body weight and the risks for certain medical conditions, but regular exercise helps increase employees' happiness and overall productivity in the workplace.
The body and mind are not separate from each other, and whatever affects one can affect the other. Working out helps productivity because after workout, your heart, your muscles, your lungs, everything is fully charged for the day's work. A person who works out before going to work have the ability to even reduce stress at work. They have less emotional imbalance. They're able to reduce sadness, and also their blood circulation and their sugar is well controlled. One can not be productive enough if they are obese, if they don't work out, their muscle tone is even weak, their heart cannot even stand the pressures at work, neither do they even have the ability to control their emotions. So working out is really a good thing.
Essentially, exercise can help boost productivity at work through alertness.
Normally, sometimes it's pretty difficult, like waking up in the morning to come to the gym to exercise, but mainly due to the motivation, the reason why you're coming to the gym.
I feel so energized and I have enough energy to carry me throughout the day. And I feel good. I mean, my workplace is not far from here at all, so when I'm done for the gym, I take a shower here and then I just move out to work.
So I was excited because it has improved my health very much, and then also my confidence level has also gone up. It's not like the way I used to be when I was a little bit, not fat, but I was overweight. But now I think I'm okay, you know, slim fit. and it has really helped me.
According to a 2005 study performed by health professor Jim McKinney of Leeds Metropolitan University, exercise causes an overall work performance boost of about 15%. In 2008, a study from the University of Bristol noted that workers who exercised took 25% less unscheduled breaks than those who didn't. Similarly, the Journal of Exercise Physiology reports that employees who follow a fitness program exhibit a 22% decrease in absenteeism. The American Council on Exercise finds that exercise even causes a 17% decrease in the amount of on-the-job injuries. So the next time you feel frustrated with others or taking unnecessary breaks at work, a little exercise might just be the antidote. Take a 5-minute walk around you and you'll just be fine.
Well, we hope that you did enjoy that. We also know that we're marking 1 year of the presidency of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. It's just been a year today when he met journalists at the Flagstaff House, and a number of questions that were asked and a number of issues that also were raised by journalists. We had Adom FM's Captain Smart raising issues about ambulances. There were then issues about, for example, how some party members were raiding some toll booths, some district assemblies, and a number of things that were also raised. Well, 1 year on, we have a great conversation today, and we're going to have in the studio Zakaria Tanko Musa. He's a legal practitioner, but also a lecturer with the Ghana Institute of Journalism. And he'll be here alongside Elvis Dakum, a great journalist, but also the editor of the Finder newspaper. So we're having a delightful conversation, but also we'll be having great conversations in and out of the studio on the subject of 1 year of the Akufo-Addo-led administration from the perspective of the media or the journalist. Do stay on. It's up next.